It's another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, episode 1428, and I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy Friday. Welcome to another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, where I answer your health questions related to fitness, diet and nutrition, and lots more. You send in the questions, and I answer them for you. Now, don't forget, if you want to send me a question, come by oldpodcast.com/ask, or we have other options. You can call in your question by dialing 61 I love OHD. And don't forget, I'm also taking questions via email. Just send one in to health@oldpodcast.com. Thank you so much in advance for sending me your questions. I love listening to and reading them. Q&A Fridays is one of my favorite parts of doing this show. And thank you for your trust. I know that when you send me a question, you're trusting me to give you the most accurate information, and that means a lot. So with that, let's hear today's audio question as we optimize your life.
Hello, big fan here. Just want to say thank you for all the amazing episodes. My question to you is how healthy or how toxic are the ingredients in Sunless fake tan lotions? I have been using Sunless fake tan mousse for a few years now, and I can't read half of the ingredients listed on the bottle, so I was just wondering if there are any long-term side effects to using Sunless fake tan. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Neve. Believe it or not, there was a time when having fairer skin was associated with beauty and even wealth. In fact, skin bleaching products were really popular for some time. But all of this started to change at the beginning of the 20th century. Around the 1920s, popular magazines started to incorporate images of women with tan skin. So this eventually reversed how tan skin was perceived. Instead of fair skin being associated with beauty and wealth, tan skin became associated with these characteristics. Now, whenever I think about or hear about self-tanning, I can't help but think of Ross Geller from the Friends sitcom and his experiences with automated spray-on tanning booths. That's right, tanning booths, plural. If you've never seen this episode and need a good laugh, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. Anywho, Neve, your question wasn't about these spray-on tans, but more about self-tanning lotions specifically. So let's address your specific question. Now, based on the research I've seen, the risks of using these self-tanning lotions are small. The key is to find products that contain ingredients that have been approved by the Food and Drug Administration, or FDA. Now, most of these products that have been approved contain something called dihydroxyacetone, or abbreviated DHA. Now, just like other areas of the body, our skin cells die off, and we grow new ones to replace these ones that have died off. This means at any given time, we have lots of these dead skin cells hanging around. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, DHA, that product that's found in most of these FDA-approved self-tanning lotions, works by binding to these dead skin cells and making them look darker. That's what gives that tanned look. The American Academy of Dermatology also agrees that these products with DHA are safe to use, provided that they again contain ingredients approved by the FDA. In fact, DHA has actually been approved by the FDA as a tanning agent since 1977. Now, some products use a different ingredient called tyrosine. Tyrosine is actually a type of amino acid or protein. Including tyrosine in self-tanning lotions has not been approved by the FDA. So at this time, it's likely best to avoid self-tanning lotions that contain tyrosine. Now, what about Ross Geller from Friends using self-tanning sprays? Are those safe? It does appear that those are safe to use as well. But here's something we have to remember. These self-tanning lotions may not protect against sunburns. In order to protect against sunburns, we have to apply products to the skin that contain ultraviolet or UV protection. Overexposure to the sun's UVA and UVB rays damage our skin cells. And yes, that leads to the skin becoming darker, but this damage also increases risk of skin cancer. So by using a lotion or spray to achieve this same tanned look is a much safer option. Now, I do need to mention that it's also important to use these self-tanning lotions properly. So definitely follow the directions on the bottle. But the Mayo Clinic also posted some tips when applying these products to the skin. They say to improve the product's effectiveness, 1. Apply the product using a circular motion. 2. After applying it to one part of your body, wash your hands before applying it to another area. Otherwise, your palms will start to look disproportionately darker. So, for example, after applying the lotion to your legs, wash your hands with soap before applying it to your arms. And 3, after applying the lotion, be sure to wait at least 10 minutes before dressing yourself to allow it to dry. Now, if you wake up groggy from a terrible night's sleep, or you have trouble sleeping because of sneezing, coughing, or nasal congestion, then it's possible that your allergies are to blame. After all, 50% of Americans suffer from seasonal allergies, and just as many from poor sleeping habits and insomnia. Over-the-counter medications aren't a long-term solution. They can mess with your microbiome, possibly make you drowsy, and are really meant for short-term relief. Check out Curex, a long-term solution for your allergies. Curex is a telehealth platform that offers allergy immunotherapy, which treats the source of your allergies, not just the symptoms, by building up the body's immune response to an allergen. Meet with a doctor online through a simple telehealth consultation, share your allergy history, take an allergy test at home, and receive your customized prescription for immunotherapy right to your door. Find out if you're a fit for immunotherapy at getcurex.com/OHD and get $75 off your first order with the code OHD. That's getcurex.com/OHD. Promo code OHD. And thank you again so much for the question, Neve. And if you want your question answered right here on the show, you can email one to health@oldpodcast.com. Or if you want your voice played on an episode, just like today's caller, come by oldpodcast.com/ask. You can record right from your computer's microphone, or you can do it the old-fashioned way and call in your question. The number is 61 I love OHD. All right, that'll do it for another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your continued support. I hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.